Hello and welcome to One Cool Thing, PC Mag's daily show where we show you one cool thing which we are testing out here in the PC Mag Labs. I'm Sasha Segan, this is Matt Buzzy. Today's cool thing has Cool Boost. It is a boosted cool thing. Have you boosted this from Best Buy, Matt?
I did. It's boosted.
Okay.
Now they know.
It is boosted. It is boosted. But if you are watching us live on Facebook, then I have to do this little intro where we introduce Social Pete, who is over there. You never see him, but he's always there. He's taking your comments and questions and reading them out to us so that we can have a discourse, because I am all about the discourse.
Love the discourse.
I'm discursive. If you are watching us later on YouTube, then please like and subscribe. Also, maybe like and subscribe to some other YouTube videos that we have, because we have a lot. We have a lot of videos on YouTube.
Let me tell you about content.
Yeah, there is something out there that you will like. I swear to you. I swear to you. But let's see if people will like the Acer Nitro 5.
Do you like saving money?
I do.
Then boy howdy do I have a deal for you.
Okay.
Call now and you can get So yeah, this is we're getting a lot of expensive gaming laptops on the show. We bring a lot of high-end gaming computers that most people aren't going to buy. Niche markets for these $2,000, $3,000 laptops.
But it's fun to watch the blue juice pump through them.
It's a lot of fun.
Okay,
it's a lot of fun. This is not that. This is a $750 laptop. But there's obviously probably even a bigger market for people looking for laptops around this price.
Now, speaking of bigger, it's a very big laptop.
It's a large laptop. It's a it's not enormous. It weighs about 6 pounds.
Okay.
It is a 15.6-inch screen. So we've definitely seen bigger. It's about an inch thick. And it's for obviously we're going to make some concessions. We'll talk about the components. We'll talk about the price. But for $750, this gets you in the door for 1080p gaming. Okay. You're not going to be pushing 60 frames on all the high-end games.
You're not going to be playing your VRs.
No, but this plays video games.
Okay. So let's go step by step through the specs here of this $750 video game laptop.
Yes. Core i5. Processor.
8th gen at least?
8th gen, yeah. You should just read the stickers. I don't even need to be here. Intel Core i5, 8th gen. 8 gigs of RAM. It's a GTX 1050, so that is where the big concession comes in. Graphics cards for gaming laptops really tie into the price most closely. That kind of tells you what tier of laptop you're going to be in.
Now, can you get either the RAM or the graphics spec'd up if you want to?
Trying to remember. I think it's just the one unit. Maybe there's another one. Sorry, there's an 850 version. I think it's a 1050 Ti, but I think it's still 8 gigs of RAM.
Huh.
Yeah.
Now, have graphics cards in gaming laptops been becoming a little more affordable recently? Because I've heard that that the whole situation with the Bitcoin miners buying up all the graphics cards has been easing off. Yes,
I think there's diminishing returns on mining now, using graphics cards to mine, because there's less and less available. In addition to that, the manufacturing process was ramped up to make up for the increased demand. So I think the peak is definitely past us. Pricing is still not what it was. I think it's still a little hot. The market's still a little hot, but it's getting better. That hasn't really affected the laptops a ton. Those stayed kind of across the board, because it's not the same big cards that you want to put in mining rigs. So yeah, if it was an actual GTX 1050, it'd be like
it's special laptop cards, and that's a different ecosystem.
Yeah.
Okay, let's take a question.
I find Acer to be higher quality than several other PC manufacturers. Do you agree?
I'm glad you find that. I think it depends where. I mean, this is a budget system, so there's some concessions, but I think across the board they make pretty nice systems. Yeah.
We like some of those spins, right?
Yeah, the spins are nice. Their Chromebooks are pretty nice. They do have some higher end gaming laptops, like the fancy Predators that are pretty nice. Yeah, you're not wrong.
But I feel like once we get, especially to the business laptops, then Dell and Lenovo really move ahead. I don't feel like we've been recommending Acer laptops, especially in the $2,000 to $3,000 executive laptop range.
Yeah, there's certain categories where I wouldn't necessarily say they have the competition beat, but they offer a nice array of products. So I think that's a fair opinion. They have a big enough stable of products that there's generally some good ones. I don't know about the longevity of the lifespan of some of these. Maybe you've experienced your laptop from other manufacturers breaking down within a year, which always sucks. That's something that I wish we could test, but there's no way to really assure if all these are going to be the same years later.
These things are in, they're tested, they're out. You see how quickly we do this stuff. So let's go around. Let's go around the laptop. Let's look at the ports. We got some ports here. full-size SD card slot, USB 3, HDMI out.
Yep.
But will it output 4K or is it just 1080?
I don't think it will output 4K.
Okay. USB-C, you got an Ethernet jack, that's always nice. On the other side, we have headphone, 2 USB-As, power. How big is the power brick?
It's not enormous. It's not slim, but it's a standard size, I would say. This is a 1080p screen, by the way. IPS also, so you get some nice viewing angles. Matte finish. It's a pretty no touch. Sasha's trying to poke it. It's rather sad to watch. Just pretend it's a Mac, then you can't touch it. It's a matte finish, so it's not reflective, but it does give you decent viewing angles. For a budget laptop, so for a $750 system, this is a pretty good display. That's not a given. Same for the keyboard. The keys are pretty nice. For a system that's cheap, also not a given. You see some pretty bad keyboards and even some screens out there.
How's the audio? Where are the speakers on this thing?
I believe they are downward facing.
Okay.
They're okay. You know, they're not going to blow you away. A lot of gamers prefer their big headsets anyway, but they're fine if you want to watch a movie or if you do want to play on the speakers. It's not the end of the world. They're definitely serviceable.
Now, I know. Speaking of servicing, I notice on the bottom there's what appears to be a couple of removable doors.
Yeah,
are these for upgrading?
I think those are for upgrading. I didn't.
They're screwed in. They're screwed in.
Can't get in now. I forget what exactly you can upgrade on this one. I'm sorry. I'm having a mental holiday. You know.
But at least we showed you the doors.
Yes, the doors do exist. What else? So the 1080p screen with the GTX 1050 obviously is a fair match. If you're thinking, oh, it's only 1080p, yeah. One, it's $750, so any higher resolution is going to skyrocket the price. Two, for the components that are inside to run this thing, anything more than 1080p would just make it harder for you to play games.
Okay, let's go to the benchmarks. Always like to go to the benchmarks. So here we are. Benchmarking the Acer Nitro 5 versus last year's Acer Nitro 5. And one thing that we do find here is battery life, not the greatest.
Not the best. Yeah, that's kind of I wish maybe it was a little longer. At the same time, if you're primarily using this for gaming, you're not gaming off the charger probably.
Yeah.
Gaming laptops, it's hard to say how much it matters. But if you are specifically buying a cheap laptop, that may mean you want this to be your laptop. You want to use it in other places. So it'd be nice if the battery was longer, but it's a serviceable 6.5 hours. It's not 2. We see some gaming laptops that are 2 or 3 hours.
One thing I'm really surprised by here is that it gets considerably shorter battery life than last year's Nitro 5.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about, honestly.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
I can't really explain why that was. The processor should be more.
Yeah, the
power
processor
efficient.
should be more power efficient as well as more powerful. We're seeing, big jumps in performance.
Yeah,
there.
it was quicker, for sure. Which you can see our other choice was the Dell Inspiron 15, which is a little more expensive, but
that's also last year's.
Because
processor.
it was last year's processor. That alone makes it a little slower.
Let's take a look at these graphics benchmarks, and this will tell you what kind of games you can play, and the kind of games you can play are not in ultra quality.
Yeah, so you're gonna at ultra at 1080p at ultra settings. It did on our benchmarks get over 30 frames. That said, it was a little too close for comfort. I think if you're playing a more demanding game, you might see some dips. Another caveat to that, though, in return, is that if you are buying a $750 laptop, I don't think your expectations are to go in and run everything at maximum settings. Yeah. So you're probably going to have to be okay with dialing some things down. Maybe you play on high instead of ultra. Maybe you lower a couple bells and whistles. Those shadow settings always get you. So yes, you can get above 30. I wouldn't expect to run in and play everything at 60 frames here. That's more what a GTX 1060 is for, which generally is like $1,000, $1,200 range for those.
Any more questions out there?
Okay, so you said 750. No, are there many configurations, or is it just this one?
I believe it's 2 if memory serves. There's also an $850 one. I believe because this has a 1 terabyte hard drive and that's it. I believe that has a tiny SSD with it and the big hard drive, and it's also a 1050 Ti. I'm pretty sure instead of the 1050. I think those are the only 2 options.
But we're looking here. It's actually interesting because we can compare 1050 and 1050 Ti performance here on this chart. And
it's not a world of difference.
It's not a world of difference.
Yeah.
And in fact, looking at Heaven and Valley, we're seeing that, in some circumstances, that regular 1050, when paired with the 8th gen processor, was getting slightly better performance.
Yeah, a little quicker
than the Ti with the 7th gen processor.
Yeah, if you ever have that medium test, it's turned down to 720p to really just kind of show the low the low end, if you would want to run a game at that. I would say the best sweet spot for this, as you see, the 1050 Ti hits gives you a little more of a ceiling, a little more comfort for the more demanding games. So you have some frames to give, let's say 50 and 40 instead of 40 and 30, basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, the 1050 is capable. I think that is a limitation of this. It's a con in the review. It's a con that isn't really the fault of the laptop. It's just kind of the facts of the 1050. It's a con because it's something you need to know when you're buying this laptop, that you aren't going in expecting like amazing performance.
This is one of those situations where, so I know we sound a little lukewarm on this, but this is one of these things that comes down to, is $750 what you have?
Right.
Because like we see a lot of laptops around here. That's the thing. We see a lot of products, and we're very, very privileged. We can basically pick whatever product we want in the whole universe. But if $750 is what you have, and you don't have $751, you have $750, then this is the best performance you're getting for that price point, right?
Yeah. If you can push 850, 900, there are some other options. You get a 1050 Ti. You have a couple options to give this. Really, if you really are trying to save, like I said in my review, no one facet of this laptop is gonna be like, whoa, that's amazing. Even for that price, that's amazing. But it's sturdy. It's well made.
Now, can we say you don't want to go lower than this for anything you're playing video games with?
Probably. I don't even know, honestly, if you can. I don't think I've seen many lower laptops at all. The more simple games out there will play, even actually like Fortnite runs on integrated graphics. So take that on very low settings.
I think at this point, Fortnite runs on the Apple Watch.
Right. Take that for what you will. You can play it on a non-gaming laptop if that's your only need. But if you want anything with a little more power, or you don't want Fortnite to look like one giant polygon, pay for something with a discrete card. Yeah, like I said, no one facet of this is necessarily going to wow you, but like if you have $750 to spend, like Sasha said, there's nothing wrong with it either. It's capable. You get your 30 frames at 1080p. It's got a big 1 terabyte storage hard drive, 1 terabyte hard drive. The screen's pretty good. The quality's pretty good. I was doing this and I noticed that's not great, but also just don't poke the back of your display,
or the front of your display. Or the front. Not a touchscreen.
Yeah, just don't press it because that's not great, but you shouldn't do that in the normal course of your time with it. It's not too heavy. It's
heavy-ish.
It's not portable.
Yeah.
It's portable. It's not
portable.
the lightest thing in the world. It looks decent for a gaming laptop. I think the style's okay. I kind of like this red.
I feel like this is the weight of the laptop I had 10 years ago.
Right. Yeah. So it's pretty good. The touchpad was another thing. It's a little. Ooh, you heard that. It's a little.
Oh man.
Yeah.
This is really physically clicky.
It's.
Whoa! I have never seen. It's been a long time since I've seen a touchpad with this kind of depression.
This kind of movement.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. That's the other con. I think it's the performance, and this touchpad's kind of wonky.
Wow.
Yeah, it moves. It moves.
Yeah, but if you like a big physical button.
Yeah,
then...
occasionally it does. It's not just like weird. It also like malfunctions a little bit. So that's a con in the review. Finicky touchpad is definitely a con in this review.
But if you're gaming, you're probably doing it with a mouse.
Yeah, I hate touchpads a lot.
Yeah, I understand. I'm with you there.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So any more questions out there? Nope. So let me get back to the top of the review here. Zoop, 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 zoop. Acer Nitro 5 2018, 3.5 stars. It's not going to blow you away, but it also won't blow your budget away.
It's true.
So we have a perfectly nice $750 gaming laptop here. If you are looking for the least expensive gaming laptop possible, this is a good buy for that category.
Yep, no major flaw. Your wallet will thank you.
Exactly.
3.5 star rating. Touchpad's a little weird. The GTX 1050 can only do so much, but that includes modest, solid 1080p.
Right, but did we mention well under $1,000?
Yes.
This has been One Cool Thing from PCMag.com. Thank you all for watching. If you're watching on Facebook, then please return Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern because it is Friday today. It is Friday today, right?
Yeah, this week.
It's been a weird week.
It's a time warp, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. So please return Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern. If you are watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe. We have a new One Cool Thing every workday in the U.S. Thank you all for watching and have a great weekend.